The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go on, Eddie.
So right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Chest out, attack.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Running right, here's Fall. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Check. Deuce. Right there.
15.
54 Mike. Army.
Now here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check it back. Check safety. Undercrunch.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Switch it.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And Lambo can't hit this one back in. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Fall. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I don't need to.
Pick up the ball. Mike spot.
Come back.
Mike spot 4.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
It's open. Hey, watch it. Over. Run.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Rattling. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. On 1st down, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
51, Mike 51. Woo-hoo. Jack, go. He's going. We got double up.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch the pass. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Watch the slant. Check. Go. Leo. Check. Slam. Go.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. The pressure gets to him again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Bridgewater. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Under 10. Wide. Give up. Big Ed.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Mike 51.
is Bridgewater. Man open, Rice. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
51's the mic. I got one. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Bridgewater. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Elliott. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd down and 4, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 17, Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Go, baby.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Yellow, 15. There's a little lady.
54. You must be dreaming. Right there. 54. Right there. Right
there.
Mahomes now to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. This one caught by Davis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line.
And the Seahawks, first down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big. Doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Attack!
Watch twitch.
Yellow.
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. You better bring it.
Jello.
Check 24.
Come back.
Shit. Bravo.
Now a handoff looking right. $34 yards there and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here I come again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Play to win. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down.
Safety's creeping. Kill.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down now, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He's going to fire one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Jamie Gillandale as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He's checking. Crash. Switch. Check three. Switch.
Throwing on second down, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing. Bridgewater. And he's got him in. Corey Davis. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Play action now. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Patch it.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Joe Williams. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Nyheim Hines. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for L.A., they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.